Good morning, Yankees universe. Welcome back to the season debut of the Yankees Morning Brew for the 2024 season. Like always, I'm your guy, Hector, hanging out with my co-host this morning, my compañero from across the states, my guy, Mr. TC Stills. TC, how you feeling, big fella?
Yes, sir. Finally here. I'm so excited, feeling good, pumped up.
Yes.
This is probably one of the best feelings I've had for an opening day in a long time. You know, the excitement of seeing Juan Soto in he's not going to wear pinstripes yet in the road grays. I got the road grays, but I can't wait to see him in that lineup. You know, we got new acquisition we'll talk about, and I'm ready to go, man. How are you doing? I mean, you're in New York, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
How's the
like
city?
You said,
is the city on fire?
It's not a home debut for Juan Soto yet. That's going to happen next week. But we start the season on the road against our arch rivals, the Houston Astros. And I want to take a second before we get into the conversation to shout out to the chat and welcome everyone to the new edition of the Yankees Morning Brew. You see the new layouts, you see the new logos, you see the new graphics. Everything is new here. We got a new intro. Just want to give everybody a rundown. When it comes to this season, we'll do things a little bit different over here when it comes to covering the New York Yankees. We're going to still have the Yankees Morning Brew Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. That's not going anywhere, but we got new additions. Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. From 5 to 6 p.m., we'll be doing a Yankees pregame report. We're going to do a pregame show breaking down the matchup for that day. If the Yankees are playing, we will have a show, and it's only going to be Monday through Friday. And then after the Yankee game, you could come on over to X and join us for our Yankee post-game spaces. Myself and my guy Chris N from Yankees Pod, we are going to be doing amazing coverage this season. I met amazing people on Yankees Twitter. Shout out to everybody that I met, and shout out to my guy Ronald Hansley Jr. with the 1999 super chat, starting us off right. He says, I'm hyped for Yankees baseball. Smack that like button and hit that sub button. Shout out to the whole Yanks Morning Brew family. Shout out to you, Ronald. Appreciate you. My guy been supporting me since day one.
Yeah, let's go.
Went to a few Knick games with my guy. Amazing human being, amazing family. I just love Ronald. I just love the relationship we are building. I met him. He introduced me to the Omni fan ladies. He helped us out a lot when it comes to setting up some of these Knicks events that we have going forward. Ronald, I appreciate you, my guy. Let's do a roll call.
Yeah,
shout out to my guy Michael Caputo, giving credits this morning on NFB's channel. Shout out to my guy Caputo, who is killing it on our Yankees Twitter Spaces. It is a different version of Caputo. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. I love my guy Caputis. Yankee Kyle is in the building.
Kyle,
salute. 3 capital S's. And my friend from Yankees Twitter, Sierra, is in the building. Sierra, how you doing? Sierra's in the Midwest. Even though she's in the Midwest, we don't hold that against her. She is still a Yankee fan. Shout out to my friend Sierra. Who else is in the building? My guy Sean Browning is in the building. Sean Browning, how you doing? My guy Anthony Medina, mi hermano de la isla, is in the building. Medina, how you doing? Salute to you. Tim King of the Jordans is in the building.
What's up,
Our
Tim?
good friend and our supporter, Shanti's in the building. Shanti, how you doing? Salute to you, 3 capital S's. Who else we got in here? Oh, my guy, L.I. Yankee King. The only troll in the Yankee universe that we acknowledge is our guy, L.I. Yankee King. Shout out to you. The 8th Avenue is in the building. FL Diver, again, appreciate everybody who is in here. If you guys can, please smack that like button and hit the subscribe button. We had a goal, TC, of getting to 4K subscribers before the start of the season. We was able to get that over the past couple of days. We are at 4K subscribers. And like Ciara says, today is Christmas for all of our adults. Absolutely.
It sure is.
Talking about today is Christmas. We got a little Christmas present yesterday. The New York Yankees and Brian Cashman, they pulled off a trade. The New York Yankees were involved in a 3-team trade between the Miami Marlins, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the New York Yankees. With the New York Yankees, we get utility veteran infielder Jon Berti. TC, I'm going to throw it over to you. What's your thoughts when this deal was announced? How you feeling?
When I first heard about it, I didn't exactly know who this guy was. I said Jon Berti, huh? I thought we had a Berti on our team already, but this guy's John from the Marlins. I looked at his stats, and I started seeing everybody posting stuff. I know Pete put something out, and NFE put something out, and Jason, and started looking through his stats. Good average, 294. He actually hit higher average than our whole team did last year.
Yeah,
so
you would have led our team in batting average last year.
Yeah, on base guy. He's fast. He had a year ago, 2 years ago, I think he stole 41 bases, led baseball. Good glove, can play everywhere, and that's exactly what we needed. We were screaming about having 3 catchers on the roster. No use for Ben Rortvedt. We got rid of him. And we let go of a promising prospect, but he's not helping us. John Cruz. Yeah, he went over to the Marlins. He's not helping us this year. We're all in this year, and we need to make moves. And this is a championship move. Not a big name, but you know what? I told some guys in another chat. I said this reminds me of the 1996 team. It's not a complete team, but they made moves at the very end, in the middle, to compliment everybody else, and it all worked out. And this reminds me of that type of move. And I applaud Cashman for making this move right before opening day. And I wouldn't be surprised if he I'm not sure if he's in Houston, but he would be our starting third baseman until DJ LeMahieu comes back. Very excited.
I'm not sure how's it going to work out when it comes to the physicals and that's the behind the scenes stuff. Hopefully everything gets improved, and he could be in the lineup today. If not today, he's definitely going to be in the lineup tomorrow. I can see that. But the rest of this tweet, I'm gonna put it out there. The Rays acquired catcher Ben Rortvedt. You brought that up. From the New York Yankees, the Marlins acquired minor league outfielder John Cruz from the Yankees, and a minor leaguer as well from the Tampa Bay Rays. We're not gonna even talk about that person. But Ben Rortvedt, right? This was a guy who was involved in probably one of the worst trades that went down in Brian Cashman's tenure as a GM and president of the New York Yankees. We finally got the end result. We flipped Gary Sanchez for Josh Donaldson, Ben Rortvedt, and IKF. And we did all that just so in 2024 we could get Jon Berti. Brian Cashman, he's playing digital chess while you guys are still playing checkers at home with the board. That's all I'm going to say right now when it comes to Brian Cashman. But no, obviously we knew Ben Rortvedt, he had no more options left. So it was either the Yankees were going to trade him, the Yankees were going to release him, or they was going to designate him for assignment. He ran out of options. And what do you do when you run out of options? You're at the fourth line. I mean, you're in the fourth quarter. You got 1 minute on the clock. What do you do? Brian Cashman, he did an awesome pivot. Being able to take Ben Rortvedt and flip him for a guy like Jon Berti. Like you said,
Rays needed a catcher.
The Rays needed a catcher. We needed a third baseman. It was a perfect fit. It's in our division. Now everybody's talking about Ben Rortvedt. He's going to hit 4 home runs against Garrett Cole. We'll see that when it happens. But ultimately, we had a need that this team needed. We can't keep all of our prospects. John Cruz is the guy that our friend Dane was a big fan of. But at the end of the day, Dane said it. He agrees with all of us. We are all in, and we needed to address this move, and we addressed this move. And the one takeaway, as the fucking cops drive by me, the one takeaway that I got from this trade is that the Yankees front office, to me, let me know how you feel about it. I feel that they're going to be more proactive instead of reactionary. Instead of waiting to see what happens with an injury, they're going to address the need. And at the end of the day, if DJ LeMahieu comes back next month and he's ready to go, it just gives us more depth to that lineup. What's your thoughts on that, TC?
Yeah, you bring up a good point of being proactive. At this point, I didn't think that they were enough didn't act proactively. Before opening day, that's a little late. There are some needs though. This team, the age is getting there, and there's injuries, and to count on all these guys like Stanton, DJ, Rizzo, Judge, all these guys, they're getting up in their 30s to make it through the season without any injuries, and we know how this works. I mean, look at all the injuries we've had already. So I thought they should have addressed some of the needs earlier in spring training. There were some names out there that could have helped us out, but at the same time, I'm happy with this move, and I hope going forward they are more proactive and realizing this season is an all-in season. They have to win this year. They have to at least push to the ALCS. There's no let's get in and just make an appearance in the playoffs and just bow out. This has to be a season where we go all the way, and let's just hope for the best.
I want to highlight some chats real quick. Shout out to my guy Empire Sports Media, my guy JJ. Even though you're a Met fan, JJ, just know I still love you and you still my friend. Just know that, my guy. But there's a few more people that I want to highlight real quick. Shout out to Corin in the chat. Corin, I appreciate you. Salute to you. Let us know how happy you are. Opening day is here. But Ciara says, and they make a great point, Ciara, Anthony Medina, he just brought us 5 coffees. He says, let's go, Yankees. The quest for 28 begins today. Congratulations, Hectors, on 4K. You deserve it, me and Mono.
Thank you, Medina.
Anthony Medina, I appreciate you, brother. Even though, we met because of Pete. Shout out to the whole NYYU community that I met. You guys are amazing people. My guy Anthony Medina, he's been following us since day one. Shout out to everybody who's come on over there from that amazing community here. Shout out to everybody. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. But Ciara, she brought up a point. Are we all concerned about age? Even though he's 34, he did put up good numbers. And that's a point that I wanted to have the conversation about before we switch gears and go on to the next one. The save situation says, can you hear John's home run call? Bye, Birdie. Absolutely. That's the first thing I thought of. And as well, I got my guy Swifty in the building. Swifty, how you doing? Sherwin is in the building. Good morning. Baseball is so boring. Shout out to my guy
Rich is
Sherwin
here from Empire Sports. Rich.
Oh, where's Rich? My
Shout
guy
out to
Rich, because he had texted me saying he was gonna be busy at
He's
work.
got an article he wants you to read. He's talking about an article.
I can't even see him in the chat. Where is he?
He's there.
No, this is not Rich. This is somebody else. This is Rich's Empire.
Okay,
State
that's
of Baseball.
Else?
This is Empire Sports Media. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my guy JJ. I got you, JJ.
I thought that was Rich.
No. Rich he texted me. He texted me saying that he was busy. He won't be able to come in. But talking about the age situation with Berti, right? You brought up his numbers. Berti last year, he was a 294 hitter, less than a 400 at bat. So it didn't have like a full 600 at bat, 500 at bat season, but it's still the perfect utility guy. He played games last year at third base. He played games at shortstop. He could play second base. He could play first base as well. So when it comes to this, instead of putting the pressure on Oswaldo Cabrera to be the opening day, everyday third baseman until DJ come back, you allowed Oswaldo Cabrera to play his role. In spring training, the young man was struggling, trying to figure it out. He caught on at the end, started smacking the ball left and right when it comes to his home run. He found his stroke. I think it's unfair that you just throw him in the fire like that after he was battling his offensive struggles in spring training. So now that we addressed it with Jon Berti, this could take some pressure off of my guy Oswaldo, the Swiss Army man, and hopefully Oswaldo will just be able to play his game and you don't have those extra magnifying glasses looking at, he was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He struck out with runners in scoring positions, was less than 2 outs. He couldn't get the ball out of the infield. Go ahead, TC.
No, I totally agree, because we all know, was it last year when they started Oswaldo Cabrera in left field, and we all know how that turned out. So he's not a starting player. I love his role as a bench guy. Come off the, give us a little spark. Plug in anywhere. Guy plays every position. I don't know. Does he? I don't know. Does he pitch too? But yeah, I've seen him everywhere.
We got to find a replacement for IKF, right?
Maybe he comes in, ninth inning and gives us that 70-mile-an-hour eephus pitch. But no, his role is on the bench, and that's exactly where he needs to be. Jon Berti, veteran. He plays multiple positions, and I wouldn't be shocked if they lead him off. He's got the speed, and we can't see Glaber as lead off, or it's possibly Verdugo, until DJ comes back. Ultimately I want to see Volpe there, but I'd like to see Berti's lead off, and he gives us a veteran presence. I don't care about his age. 34 doesn't. I mean, this guy's not a long-term fill, and he's just here for this year, maybe next, as a utility bench guy. And those guys are important to a championship. Yeah. They're very important. And
I want to shout out somebody else who just joined the. My fault, TC. I just want to shout out somebody who just joined the chat right now. My guy, Chris N from Yankees Pod. He does an amazing job on Yankees Twitter with our guy, Jimmy Randazzo, from 12 to 1, Monday through Friday on Twitter. They host an amazing space. And then as well, after that, my guy, Chris, has his own space from 1 to 2. Chris and I were going to be doing our first Yankees pregame report on Spaces after the Yankee game today. But make sure if you guys are on, Vibes is on, Yankees Vibes. My guy, Sierra, Hitman. Hold on one second. I'm just getting a text message right now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Yankees Vibes, they have their own Twitter space. It's from 7 to 8 o'clock. I'm not going, when our post-game show is not going to interfere with what they got going. I try not to step on other people's toes that are already established. So make sure you guys go and support everybody that is out there on the Yankees spaces doing great work. So want to switch gears because we was talking about Jon Berti. We got to talk about the starting pitcher for today's game as well. Shout out to my guy, Future. Future's in the building. Alan Landsman as well is in the building. He says, hi, all. The Juan Soto clock elated. Your subscribers are growing. Wanda on administrative leave until July as they wait the case in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, we'll get into that. But thank you so much, Adam Landsman. Appreciate you. But we got to talk about Nestor Cortez. The starting pitcher for today for the New York Yankees is coming back off of an injury season. Nestor Cortez last year, he had a record of 5-2 with a 4.97 ERA, 67 strikeouts, and 12 appearances in 2023. TC, expectations and reality when it comes to Nestor Cortez. And also, I'm sorry. That Yankees vibe space. I was like, I spaced out for a second. It's Monday through Friday. It's Sierra, it's Hitman, and it's my guy Ghost. They host an amazing space Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. Go ahead, TC.
Yeah. So my expectations for Nestor, for this game being the opening day, if he gives me four plus, gets us into the fifth inning, with three or less runs, I'll be excited because with this lineup, I'm expecting the Yankees to score some runs, at least 4 or 5 runs, but being opening day, I don't know. He's a high pitch count guy. He doesn't have that out pitch, and if he did, then I would think he would go maybe 6. But I think there's going to be a lot of traffic, on the bases, and he's going to have to work out of some jams. I already see Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen already, so he's getting ready to come in. But Nestor, he's I guess we can call him a veteran now, right? He's played, several years with the Yankees now. And I think he's up for the task, in Houston. I think he's going to be pumped up and ready. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. He does his, all kinds of windups and, quick pitches and stuff, but I'm excited to see what he brings and excited to see what he does for the rest of the season, because at this point with Cole being down, we need him. We need every single guy. And, let's see what happens.
We're definitely going to need Nestor Cortez to step up. My guy Jacob on Twitter says, how many runs would Nestor Cortez allow on opening day? I can see a stat line from Nestor Cortez being 5 innings, 3 runs allowed, maybe even 4 runs allowed in the first game. That's out there. But no, personally, for me, Nestor Cortez has to step up. Carlos Rodon has to step up. Marcus Stroman has to step up. Clark Smith, he has to step up. Luis Hill, the 5th starter for the New York Yankees, he has to step up in the absence of Garrett Cole.
Yes.
We are literally all hands on deck. And I saw someone in the chat, I forgot to bring it up, but they brought up the fact that, the Yankees made a good trade for a position player, but we desperately need pitching. And I'm not going to argue that because we do need pitching. Let's see what happens in the first month of the season. And let's see if the Yankees are able to hold the fort down until Garrett Cole comes back. But if this first month comes and Nestor Cortez is struggling and Carlos Rodon is struggling, Marcus Stroman, et cetera, everybody's struggling in our rotation, the Yankees may have to make a panic move after the first month of the season and go out there and hopefully there's somebody available when it comes to the starting pitching market. I want to shout out some folks in the chat that just joined us. My guy Truth always is in the building. Truthy, how you doing? Erica Garcia is in the building. Erica, my friend from Yankees Twitter, is in the building. Salute to you. Salute. And like Sean Browning says, this is an all hands on deck situation. We got over 100 people rocking with us right now collectively across all platforms. So if you're watching us, if you kindly don't mind, smack that like button and hit that sub button for your boys. Framber Valdez, right?
Yeah.
He's a starting pitcher for the Houston Astros. Both the Yankees and the Astros, he gives us problems, but both the Yankees and the Astros, we're both dealing with injuries when it comes to our starting rotation, right?
Yeah.
A month
Astros
ago,
more than the Yankees.
The Astros more than and that's all throughout Major League Baseball. Everybody want to just talk about the Yankees, but when you look at it, the Baltimore Orioles, yes, they got Corbin Burns, but their starting rotation is going through some issues right now.
They lost 2 guys.
They lost 2 guys. I would say, me personally, I believe the best starting rotation in baseball in general is the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle's issue is, can they score runs? But going back now to the Houston Astros, they're dealing with pitching injuries the same way the Yankees are doing pitching injuries. What's your expectations for Valdez today?
Well, Valdez is going to be facing a new look lineup. He's not used to seeing Juan Soto and Verdugo in the Yankee lineup. So, I don't know. He's lefty. I don't know. We Verdugo going to start, but we will see. I think it's going to be a little bit different maneuvering through this lineup. It's not your Aaron Hicks and Josh Donaldson's and
Billy
Frenchie
McKinney's,
Cordero's,
Willie Calhoun,
and
Frenchie.
No. This is a legit. The Yankees are putting together a legit lineup against Framber, and he's got to bring his good stuff. If he's not on, Yankees can capitalize. They got hitters throughout this lineup. So, hey. He might be in the same boat as Nestor. Might be 4 innings, 4+ runs. So I think it's going to be a shootout today.
I got to say also, too, because somebody just put it in the chat right now. Shout out to Clayton Beater making the Yankees roster as well out of spring training. This is the thing. We got 2 players on our team that are products of bad trades. Clayton Beater from the Joey Gallo trade. Right. Exactly. When we traded Joey Gallo to the Dodgers, this is the prospect we got back, Clayton Beater. Everybody said he's a phenomenal pitcher coming out of the bullpen. Let's see what he could do at the major league level. And then when you look at Jon Berti, right? Jon Berti, he's a byproduct of that Josh Donaldson, Gary Sanchez trade, right? So yes, the trade in the moment, some trades may not be sexy, may not be beautiful. But if you're able to then flip that into turn it into something different, I'm not saying that the Jon Berti trade makes up for that Gary Sanchez debacle and Josh. I'm not saying that, but it's a good direction. It's a good way to go. But the Clayton Beater addition to the team, flipping Joey Gallo for Clayton Beater, because all of us fans, we were saying, just cut Joey Gallo. Just get rid of him. You don't even have to get anything back. They were able to get back a prospect who, once he came to the Yankees, he was automatically top 15 in their farm system. And now look at it. He was able to jump up into the top 10, and now he's cracking the roster coming out of spring training. So shout out to Clayton Beater. It's all about the long game instead of just what's happening in the moment.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean,
and Jose Trevino as well. Right. Albert Abreu. We traded Albert Abreu away for Jose Trevino. Even though Albert Abreu wasn't a sexy name for us Yankee fans, we were able to even pick up Abreu back after he was released from that team. Go ahead, TC. My fault.
Yeah, no, I mean, to actually get something of worth out of those two deals is amazing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jon Berti has way better production than Josh Donaldson at third base. I mean, that's no joke. So all we need is guys to contribute, to come through, to help the team. Those two, Donaldson and Gallo, did not help this team. They were cancer, and so to get something out of it. It is really I applaud Brian Cashman for maneuvering and making these moves like he did. And like I said earlier, this is a feel of a 96 team. If any of you guys been around, you guys understand the plug and play of these guys that had their roles and they contributed to a championships team. And that's exactly what Clayton Beater and Jon Berti are going to do. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm right there. And, my guy Anthony in the chat talking about he would trade our starting rotation for the rotation for the San Diego Padres. I just want people on paper, the names that they have, Yu Darvish. They traded for Dylan Cease, Michael King. I get that. Yu Darvish, TC, do you know what his ERA was last year?
Yu Darvish, 6.3.
He had a 4.56 ERA. Yu Darvish had a 4.56 ERA. With the money that Yu Darvish makes, you guys would rather have Yu Darvish now starting rotation instead of a Carlos Rodon, instead of a Marcus Stroman, instead of a Clark Smith, instead of a Nestor Cortez, the man who had a 4.56 ERA last year. He had a 4.22 ERA 2 years ago. When he was with the Cubs, when everybody wanted to get rid of him, he had a 4.95 ERA. So I get that, right? Do I wish we still had Michael King? Absolutely, I wish we still had Michael King.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but you got to give up stuff in order to get stuff. That's the one thing. Go ahead.
But
TC,
I'd rather have Juan Soto.
I'd rather have Juan Soto. Absolutely. And like my guy Truth says in the chat, you garbage. Absolutely. My guy Swifty, Hector, I got to go. Leaving work early at 1, so I got to get some stuff done. Just wanted to stop and support the stream.
Game.
Go Yankees and congrats on 4K. I remember when you had 500. Swifty, my guy, I appreciate you, brother. It's been a long grind. We just getting to 4K, but this is just the beginning. Swifty, appreciate you, my guy.
This guy, man.
We got over here. My guy Rich in the chat says Boris screwed us on the Rodon signing. I got somebody backstage that I want to bring up. My guy Jason from 161 River. Jason, let me get a thumbs up. Let me know if you're ready to rock out. He's ready to go. Mr. 161 himself. How you feeling about opening day, big fella? Day.
I'm excited, man. I feel a heck of a lot better this year than I did last year. So
yep.
This team is much better positioned to have a good year than it was last year. I mean, they addressed a lot of their holes. They addressed them early. They addressed them incrementally. So, and I'm not really that fazed by the Cole injury. I'm confident that he's going to come back. He gave a positive review yesterday. Said he was feeling fantastic. So, which is a good sign. And I'll take any encouraging news on Garrett Cole as we wait for this. And keep in mind, too, the Astros, I mean, they're down 3 starters.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
And this Yankee team is better positioned to take advantage of these opportunities than they were last year. Last year, we didn't have the offense to take advantage of that. Now we do.
Yeah.
So it's a different team. So I'm excited about that. What's good, Steels? What's good, Hector?
Go ahead,
good to see you, Jake. No, I agree. I
gotta say,
Yankees are in a better position.
You got the salt and pepper looking good on your chin right there, brother. Looking good with the salt and pepper.
Trying to rock in the tubes, man.
The house is coming along, huh? Looks like it's almost done there.
All the drywall and spackle. I'm in my kitchen right now. This is 12 by 35 feet. My kitchen.
Oh man, I can't wait for the finished product in the tour. But Jason, I just want to bring up one point to you said you brought up the Houston Astros dealing with their pitching injuries. But if you look at the division winners from the American League, the Baltimore Orioles, they have questions outside of Corbin Burns when it comes to their starting rotation.
They do.
The Minnesota Twins, do we believe the Minnesota Twins, Sonny Gray is going to repeat on the great season he had last year? I'm not sure if the Minnesota Twins are going to do that. And then you look at the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers from the American League West, they both have big concerns of their starting rotation. The Texas Rangers Rangers, who just won the World Series, they're going to be out 2 of their main starters in that starting rotation. So the Yankees aren't the only team that's dealing with starting injuries to their starting rotation. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, a couple things. Sonny Gray's no longer with the Twins, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, can the Twins rebound after losing Sonny Gray?
And the World Series, the Texas Rangers don't have Jordan Montgomery anymore. So the Diamondbacks do now, which is fantastic for them. But you're right. Like, aside from Corbin Burns, the Orioles have question marks. The White Sox, I mean, the only other teams that I think could be significantly better are the Kansas City Royals. But I don't know if they're going to be better enough to be competitors in the playoffs. But Blue Jays, they put 3 starters in the IL yesterday, I think. So there's a lot of advantages that the Yankees can take right now if they do it well.
Got to get off to a hot start.
Yeah, they need to get off. And again, they have a rough schedule for April. Okay, schedule for April. So if the Orioles get off to a lead in the AL East, I wouldn't be surprised.
I would say that
terrible
for me. There's 2 teams, and again, NYPD, they're just so excited about opening day, just like me. They want to be on stream. But there's 2 teams to me, the National League Central, right? I mean the American League Central. There's 2 teams that I think people are sleeping on, and Sierra, they just hit it right on the head. The GM Getz from the Chicago White Sox doing an amazing job taking over that team. It was a dumpster fire. They have to go through a whole culture rebuild. They got rid of Tim Anderson. They got rid of Dylan Cease. They got to get rid of some more guys from the Chicago White Sox. But I like the direction the White Sox are going. I think the Kansas City Royals, they're going to take a jump this year. Some of their pitching that they have at the minor league level is going to be more ready for the major league level. And I can see the Kansas City Royals being that sleeper team, just like the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds were in the National League over the past couple of seasons. I want to throw it over to you, Jason. Any surprises for you outside of the Yankees, of course, outside of the American League East? Any other surprises around Major League Baseball for you?
Surprises? I mean, the Royals quietly got better. I think the Cubs, too. Quietly better. Shota Minaga, the new manager. I think he's going to be the best Japanese pitcher in baseball this year. Minaga, Yamamoto. So that's one of my Japanese predictions for the year. But the Cubs were a pleasant surprise to me. The Giants too. They made a lot of moves. And it's an even year. Normally the Giants, when they win their World Series, it's on an even year. So if you guys are going to do some future bets out there, go on FanDuel, go on DraftKings, be responsible, and put your future bets that the Giants are going to make it to the World Series.
Don't let Ohtani bet for you.
Yeah. Quietly I think got better the Padres.
Yeah.
They had a lot of quiet moves. I think the NL West is going to be it's not going to be a cakewalk for the Dodgers by any means. The Giants, you get the Diamondbacks, you get the Padres, they're going to have their hands full.
Yeah.
Dodgers, and good. Just like the AL East. I think the Orioles are going to have their hands full.
Yeah, there's one more person that I want to bring up. I'm going to switch it up to the open panel. Give me 1 second because I'm going to bring up my guy NFE to join us real quick. If I
there
can,
you
go.
Geared up and ready.
NFE, salute to you, NFE. If you guys don't know my guy NFE from the Strike Zone, my guy has a rising Yankee channel. Make sure you go and support my guy because he just hit 500 subscribers, and I'm so happy for my guy NFE. But I want to switch up the conversation since I got 3 great, amazing Yankee voices on this panel. I want to talk about DJ LeMahieu, right? LeMahieu is going to start the season on the IL. Brandon Cuddy put it out. Aaron Boone on DJ LeMahieu's IL stint. I hope so. When it comes to him being short-term, testing will be tomorrow, which means today. What's your thoughts? We got to talk about it. NFE, I'll throw it over to you and then throw it over to TC and then Jason. Folks in the chat, let us know what's your expectation when it comes to La Máquina, DJ LeMahieu. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's hurt, right? He's not going to be a broken foot.
Sierra's a goat.
That was pretty funny. It's good that he's taking grounders. I mean, that's a positive sign. Just don't rush him back, right? Because we've had some complaints about this medical staff last year, and Hopefully they don't repeat those same mistakes again. I am hoping to see him for the home opener, right? When I forget who they're playing, but I'm hoping to see him then. But as far as his foot goes, it seems like that foot's been bad luck for him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's always having issues with his foot or his toe. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he needs to get a new foot or something, but God, it's been bad luck for him.
Yeah. Ex Machina in the chat. Shout out to Ness. Go ahead.
But well, yeah. I mean, again, with his injury, just don't rush him back. Let him heal up properly. Right. It's the same thing with Garrett Cole. Don't rush him back. Let him heal up properly. And when it comes to feet, like Medina was saying, it gets a little tricky. So that's nothing to mess around with.
Exactly. We saw a foot injury rob Greg Bird of his baseball career. Greg Bird was never the same after that plantar fasciitis. So foot injuries could ruin Ching-Ming Wong as well. Great point, Jason.
Yeah.
Running and of course it was against the Houston Astros. Running around third base, that broke my heart because growing up when I was in high school, Ching-Ming Wong was the guy that I gravitated to as a young baseball fan, watching him pitch for the New York Yankees. Want to throw it over to TC to get his take on DJ real quick, and then we'll throw it over to Jason as well. Go ahead, TC.
Yeah, going way back though. Also, if you guys remember Mickey Mantle, he had a foot injury. He tripped over a sprinkler. Way back in the
his foot got caught in the drain.
Drain or something. Yeah. So the DJ LeMahieu injury is not concerning to me anymore since they got Jon Berti. So I think him arriving on the team really kind of puts us at ease. Like he's a legit player and he can play everywhere. And I think he fills in nicely. So just like NFE said, don't rush DJ back. We need him in the long run. And I mean, just think of the guys that will bring back later in the season. I don't know how long he's out. I hope he comes back by opening day at the home opener. But we don't have to. We don't have to rush these guys back. I mean, that's a great move by Cashman. These guys are going to step up, and you watch these unknown guys that we're not counting on, like the Trevinos and the Cabreras and this Jomani Jones. You never know; these guys can come through. So I think they have a solid team around. They can absorb the DJ LeMahieu injury. It's not a huge injury. Soto, Judge, then we're talking something different. But
then we're having a different conversation.
Yeah, then we're having exactly. So DJ, not so much. So I'm not too worried. I'm ready to go. I mean, is it game time yet?
Yeah. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Jimmy Randanzo from Yankees Twitter. He put it out there. He said Jomani Jones. It sounds like a future ESPN broadcaster or somebody who works for the baseball tonight on the MLB network. Jason, I'll throw it over to you. Give us your take when it comes to La Máquina, DJ LeMahieu.
Kind of on the same page with Steels too, but Steels made the important point is what they did yesterday, bringing in Jon Berti, that kind of alleviated some of the concerns. I mean, this is like Martin Prado, but with speed.
Yes,
right. We love Martin Prado. So, and he was a stolen base champ in 2022 for the Marlins. Exactly. So, the ability, and I think you kind of had a feeling that was going to happen when they sent down Kevin Smith and all these other guys. And Jomani Jones, it sounds like he's going to be on the 26th, but
he was
another guy with tremendous speed.
Yeah, exactly. And now they have some guys that can disrupt the base paths too. So that Volpe's not the only one that does it. So, so it puts them in more run manufacturing situations, which is good. But I'm confident with the move that they made. They in recent years past, they would have gone with somebody who would have been like, what the, why?
Right.
But and I didn't expect the Berti move yesterday, but I was pleasantly surprised by the Berti move. And that's credible Major League Baseball ready replacement. So I could come in and we don't have to rush DJ, which is good.
Yeah. I got somebody in the chat. I want to highlight my friend Erica Garcia. She says, should I rock the away jersey or the pinstripes today? I would say rock the pinstripes so I don't feel left out because TC has the road jersey. My guy NFE, he got the pinstripe. So join the pinstripe gang, Erica. Wear the pinstripe jersey.
I'm always on the road because I'm never I'm not in New York, so I'm always on the road.
I'm on the road too, but in my heart though, I'm home. So
there you go.
Yeah, just so everybody know, NFE he has a big ass sign outside of his house, right in the grass, that says 161 River Ave. Not stealing Jason's name, but that's the street that he lives on in his head.
Right.
But talking about DJ LeMahieu, I'm with everybody on the panel, right? Any injury is alarming. You never want to have any type of injury, right? I get that. You never want to have an injury. But when it comes to DJ LeMahieu, was DJ LeMahieu going to make or break our season? Let's be honest. Listen,
No.
Having our conversations this year, did any of us ever say our season is going to rely on DJ LeMahieu staying healthy and winning a batting title? Absolutely not. So I'm happy that the Yankees front office was more proactive instead of reactionary, waiting to see if DJ LeMahieu could come back, putting out Oswaldo Cabrera. I'm happy that they went out there and they traded for a guy like Jon Berti, because like you said, TC, this is a guy who was a 294 hitter last year. This is the guy who led Major League Baseball in stolen bases a couple of seasons ago. And if you guys remember that 62 season when Judge hit 62 home runs, the Yankees, for the first half of the season, we had the best record in all of Major League Baseball. And a big factor with that, one, Giancarlo Stanton, his injury concerns, his health. But you guys remember, we had a secret weapon late in the games. Whenever Giancarlo Stanton got on base, or whenever somebody got on base, we called up Tim LeCastro to pinch run, and he will always get into scoring position, and he was always coming around the bases to score. Now we got 4 different versions of Tim LeCastro. We got Berti, we got Anthony Volpe, we got Jahmai Jones, we got Trent Grisham as well, who all have speed. So that's a weapon that the Yankees teams with Aaron Judge, that's a weapon we hardly had. Now we have guys that have speed. Even Austin Wells as a catcher, he was still stealing bases in the minor leagues. He has some legs underneath him. So this is not the Luke Voigt Yankees. We're going to wait to hit a home run. The Aaron Hick Yankees, wait to get on base and somebody hits a home run to drive. No, this is a different squad. When you look at our lineup, 1 through 9, we have a complete balance of lefties and righties, of guys that could get on base, who can steal a bag, and who get into scoring position. Over the past few years, in the past 5 years in the postseason, our issue has not been pitching. It has not been pitching. It has been our offense. It has been getting clutch hits in the right position, getting guys on base to get them in scoring position. That has been our issue in the postseason. I'll throw it over to you, NFE.
No, I'm 100% in agreement with you as far as the offense goes. I mean, we saw that last year where they're down, for example, they're down 1-0 or 2-0, and scoring a run was a mission for them. And if they did score a run, we were so happy that they scored a run. But it was a mission. It's like pulling teeth. It's like, guys, you're down 1-0. Here we are at the bottom of the 6th, and you guys can't score a run. The bats were awful, and I was talking about this on my live stream earlier, where this lineup is looking a lot different than where it was last year. You don't have Josh Donaldson, you don't have Aaron Hicks, you don't have any of the Fantastic Four. You have Juan Soto. Yeah, I mean that's
NFC's name. He calls him that.
Yeah, I call him.
No,
that.
I know. I'm laughing.
I love it. Yeah.
But now, you have Juan Soto, right? You have Verdugo, you have Trent Grisham. I mean, that's an immediate upgrade to that offense. And and the bats are looking a lot better. I think not everybody's trying to hit a freaking home run. Thank God. They're trying to get on base. They're trying to get those hits. You're seeing that with Gleyber Torres. You're seeing that with Anthony Volpe. That's what I wanted to see. Where last year everybody was trying to hit it out of the park, but I think James Rosen, with him coming as the hitting coach, I think he's made a lot of great adjustments to these guys. I think there's still some adjustments that still need to be made, but whenever you get a new hitting coach, you got to get used to their philosophy and their way of doing things. And keep in mind, this is the Yankees' third hitting coach in 1 year, so they've had to adjust 3 times now to a different coach. So, but I like what I saw this spring, and this season, the offense, I think they're going to produce. They're going to produce better than definitely last year, and I think they'll produce even better than 2022.
There's a stat from spring training, and I'll throw it over to TC right now. I'm gonna just put him in the big box. There's a stat from spring training that I don't think a lot of Yankee fans are talking about. Whenever Juan Soto got on first base, whether it was a single or whether it was a walk in spring training, do you guys know the percentage that he scored on getting on first base? Anybody know that? His percentage of scoring getting on first base? Over 80% of the time Juan Soto got on first base, he came around to score in spring training.
What a good sign that is.
Aaron Judge's hits in spring training, majority of them was with Juan Soto getting on first base or being on second base. Wow. This lineup is going to be different. We're not just sitting back and waiting for Aaron Judge to hit a home run. If Juan Soto, I know a lot of people saying Juan Soto should be protection behind Aaron Judge, but Juan Soto, his ability to get on base, that's protection as well. Because if you have Juan Soto on first base, you're going to have to pitch to Aaron Judge. You can't you can't put Juan Soto and Judge on first and second with one out and then the rest of the lineup coming up to bat. No matter how much you shit on Anthony Rizzo, Giancarlo Stanton, you 9 out of 10 times or even 50% of the time, somebody's going to come around and score. Go ahead, TC.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. I mean, Juan Soto doesn't just make Judge better. He's going to make this whole lineup better. He's going to make Rizzo better, Stanton better, Glaber better. I mean, we're all sleeping on Stanton. I think he's under the radar. I think he's going to have a tremendous year with Soto in this lineup. Yeah. He's going to have Judge and Soto ahead of him on base. And we've seen it in spring. He's already changed his swing. He's lost weight. He looks more flexible. I mean, let's not sleep on that. If he has a monster year, look out. So, I mean, this year, and we all forgot about Jason Dominguez is not even in this lineup yet. He's not even there. So come the summer, we're going to get Garrett Cole and Jason Dominguez back. This team will be rolling, and it'll just give them, more options. And because this lineup can hit you everywhere. They can hit home runs, they can hit, and they can steal. And so we're not going to be like last year, station to station. If they need some runs late, they got the firepower to do it. They can go, and in the base running too. We gotta focus on that. We need guys that can go from first to third, score on second from a base hit. That's huge. Hit and run. I mean, they got to try some different things, and they have the capable, legitimate baseball players. That's what I want to harp on. They now have a legitimate team. Last year was not a legitimate team. They had just fill-ins. This year, there's no excuse for this. For this, I mean, the injuries, yes, but no. We have to have a legitimate team to put together to go all the way to actually show Juan Soto, we mean business, and hopefully he stays. But this lineup is deadly. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Jason, what do you got?
Go throw it over to you, my guy.
I think the universal effect of Juan Soto is going to be something that we're really going to love, because he can put himself in a position to either get on base for other people to drive him in, or he could be the one to drive guys in. It doesn't really matter whether Berti leads off or Torres leads off. It doesn't matter. So, and it's the first time we've had a guy like that who can do both sides. So, and it's a very it's like a blessing for us to have him here, and I'm really glad that we do. And I think the Yankees put themselves in a position, no matter what, to maximize every talent this guy has. So, and I do think, with the Grishams and Volpe and Stanton, and that's the thing I like about Stanton too. I mean, you have the flexibility to lead off, not Stanton, excuse me, Torres. You can lead off Torres if you want. You can use him as a run producer if you want to. You bat him fourth or fifth or whatever, and he's still going to be in a good spot to drive in Soto and Judge. And that's the other thing too. No matter who leads off, the pitcher's not going to put guys on base because of the guys he has to face afterward. You're going to pitch around Volpe to get to Soto and Judge? I don't think so. You're going to pitch around Torres to get to them? I don't think so. So it doesn't matter. So, and like last year, they could have just pitched around Judge and no one else was going to drive him in. That's not the case this year. Pitchers are going to have to go through hell now. At the very least, 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 in this lineup. I'm not even sleeping on Verdugo either. We haven't even mentioned Verdugo. Yeah. Really just popped the ball, doubles and singles. Like, I'll take singles and doubles all day.
Yeah.
All day.
He was a double too. He was a double machine. And when you look at Verdugo's spray chart, I think Verdugo's spray chart is perfect for Yankee Stadium because he could pull the ball down the right field line, but at the same time, he tries to shoot for that left center field gap to get his doubles. He used to crush it off of the Green Monster in Yankee Stadium. And they have a Death Valley in Fenway Park in left center field. right?
Yep.
Automatic outs happens out there in left center field. But in Yankee Stadium, because left center field is so big and so massive, those hits are going to fall in and he's going to get doubles out of them. So when you look at a potential lineup right now, when it comes to the New York Yankees this season, we could potentially, depending on who the starting pitcher is for the day, if it's a lefty on the mound, we can have Torres leading off, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, right? Verdugo, Stanton potentially being the 6th hitter, with Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, and Jon Berti to be the 9th hitter as that second leadoff guy going around the lineup. So we have a way that Giancarlo Stanton could potentially be the 6th or 7th hitter in this lineup if everybody is healthy. And I think this is the first time Giancarlo Stanton is going to come into a season with no pressure and any big expectations on his shoulders. And it's going to allow him to fly under the radar and just to go off and mash home runs. Giancarlo Stanton, I think this is important for him not to have pressure. Nobody is expecting Stanton this year to be the MVP and protect Aaron Judge. Nobody is expecting that from Giancarlo Stanton. So with that, he could fly under the radar and he could have a good season.
Yeah. And if I can point one thing out, I mean, this is the first time now you go 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9. You have a power bat and a contact bat in every segment of 3 in this lineup. Every segment of lineup.
Good point.
When's the last time we haven't had that? I can't think of the last time we had that. Now we do. So you could mix match this lineup any way you want. You can bat it backwards if you want. It's still gonna be dangerous.
And I think, watching the games last year, how many times did we watch a Yankee games last year and some random pitcher with a 4.5 something ERA or a 5 something ERA was pitching a no-hitter or a perfect game against us going into the 5th or 6th or 7th inning? How many times did we see that last year? As a Yankee fan, that was the first time I ever saw it that many times last year, the Yankees being not allowed to get a hit into the 5th or 6th or the 7th inning. Our offense last year was horrible. It was the worst offense I ever seen. And I think the big addition of Juan Soto, who will be making his Yankee debut today, Juan Pacheco Soto, who hit 275 last year, 35 home runs, 109 RBIs with 97 runs. My guy Joe on Twitter said it. Happy opening day. Juan Soto plays today. Aaron Judge plays today. We are back. TC, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Yeah.
The impact. We all know the stats and stuff like that, but seeing in spring training the camaraderie that the Yankees have with each other, I didn't think I thought Juan Soto would take some time before he got comfortable with his new teammates. It seems like him and Aaron Judge, they've been friends for years. The way they're laughing, the way they're joking. Besides the offensive side of things, besides the baseball play, how is important to have good character in this Yankees locker room this season?
It's very important. I mean, especially for some of the younger kids coming up. I mean, they see how young he is. He's younger than some of the younger guys that they're on this team. It's unbelievable. And he's already, been in the league, 5-6 years. And it's going to be a tremendous boost. The guy fits like a glove in this lineup. And he's already bonded with Judge and Stan and Rizzo. It's going to be amazing. He just makes everybody better. I love the swag, the attitude. I mean, this guy's a winner. He shows it. He wants to win. It's like, bring it. I'm gonna do my dance. I'm gonna do my shuffle. If you make a mistake, I'm gonna smash the ball out of the park. So I love it. And Verdugo brings the same swag, and that's this team. The team needed that. They needed some character, some attitude. Last year was just a dull team that it just didn't look right. And Soto brings that vibe that the city's going to be on fire when come opening day in New York. I mean, everybody's going to be alive. The flags will be flying. I mean, it's just excitement. He brings excitement. Just hearing his name in the lineup. These kids, young kids, are going to feed on it. The lineup's going to feed on it, and it's dangerous. He's a dangerous guy, and I'm so glad he's on the Yankees. I hope he's here to stay.
Yep. Before we go forward, I want to throw it over to NFE. Gotta announce something real quick. You guys know our friend Frank Luna, who helps us out when it comes to the giveaways and the duck races, stuff like that. But check this out. If you guys are in the tri-state area, if you guys in New Jersey, New York City, or even in Philadelphia, because you could drive from Philadelphia, if you guys in the tri-state area, April 7th, the spot that Aaron Boone was at, with Keith McPherson hosted and stuff like that, Frank Luna, they're putting on another event at Baseline Social. Keith McPherson from WFAN will be hosting it. Former Yankees captain, former Yankees second baseman, Willie Randolph will be in the building for a Q&A and autograph signing for fans. Now, in order to get an autograph item for Willie Randolph, the ticket price is $120. What we're going to do here from now until April 6th, the day before, we are going to collect and start a pool. If we could build up that pool to $120, we'll do a duck race and a giveaway for somebody who is in the chat, and we could give the Willie Randolph signed autograph to one of you guys who are watching us right now. Whether you're in New York City, whether you're outside of New York City, whether you live on the West Coast, if you guys enter into that giveaway, we're going to build the pool up. We got to get it to 120 just to cover it. So everybody that's out there, we already got $20 today from my guy, Ronald Hansley. We already got 5 coffees today from Anthony Medina. Right there, that's $45 already tacked away on the 120. So if you guys want to donate, we could build that pool up. Everybody who donates will be entered into that giveaway when it comes to Willie Randolph. Sorry, Celso, I just gave you more work to do behind the stage. NFE, I'll throw it over to you and give us your thoughts when it comes to Juan Soto.
Man, adding Juan Soto to this team, there's a night and day difference. There's just a night and day difference. It's a complete 180, right? I feel like the clubhouse, there's more positive vibes. Like you mentioned, Hector, the interaction between Judge and Soto, it's a great interaction. They have great chemistry. And you want that, right? You want that on the team. You want that type of environment, right? Like if I'm a person who's going to work, I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of miserable employees. I want to be surrounded by, good employees. I want to be motivated to come to report. I want to be motivated to play. So, with Soto being there, I think it makes the lineup that much better. And again, with the chemistry and the environment around that clubhouse, in the dugout, it's going to be good. They're all going to be lifting each other up, and Soto is going to be an influence towards some of these younger players. I feel like he'll be a good influence towards Jason Dominguez, towards Anthony Volpe. He's been in the game for a long time. For what is this, coming up on 6 years now? So. He's 25, and for him to already have this much experience in the game, it says a lot. And he's very mature at his age. He's very mature, especially at the plate. He has a lot of patience. I mean, the man's a professional. That's what it boils down to. He's an absolute professional. So I feel I am so happy to have Juan Soto here. I'm going to enjoy this season with him being on the team. So.
I'm laughing at Jason doing father duties, cleaning up juice that was spilled on the floor in the kitchen. I got somebody backstage that I'm going to bring up right now. My guy, Damian Serrano. Damian, let me get a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready to rock out. This is my guy, the fly guy from the Mercedes-Benz in Florida. Shout out to my guy, Damian Serrano. How you feeling?
Yo, good morning, man. It's opening day. Let's go. I'm hyped, man. Guys, I wear this hat. It's a 2009 World Series hat. And I wear it opening day and opening day only. It's got the 27 pin on it. So I'm hoping I don't get to wear this 96. Hat no more. I'm tired of wearing this hat. So I'm tired of wearing it. Hopefully we get number 28 this season. But I'm ready. Let's go, man.
Yes. I'm going to put the link in for the open panel. You guys are more than welcome in the chat to jump onto the open panel. How we're going to do it, if you jump up, we're going to bring you guys up one at a time to join us for the conversation. Let us know how you feel about today. But Damian, my guy, I know you was talking about it. I want to switch up the conversation real quick, right? Yeah. Because I didn't get Jason's take when it comes to Juan Soto, so I'm going to just put him right here. Jason, let's get your take when it comes to Juan Soto and how much of an impact he will have this season on the team.
I think he's going to make everybody around him better. Whether it's, Well, kind of a lot of different ways, actually. Whether it's being able to drive him in or putting themselves in a position for him to drive them in. And I think he's going to be the most interchangeable piece here. And I think he's going to be it's going to remind me of Manny and Poppy in a lot of ways, right? A dangerous 2-3 punch for the Yankees. The last time we haven't had one of those in a while. I don't remember Stanton ever been back to back with Judge. So, they're usually bat 3-4 spots in between each other. Now, Soto put himself in a position to do so many different things. And again, providing multiple ways of base manufacturing or run manufacturing situations. This offense is going to improve in a lot of ways. And just the relaxed mindset that he brings to this team is another one. He's 25. He's mature beyond his years. And that attitude, you can see how it's rubbing off on Judge. It's rubbing off on some of the young kids, the veterans. And it's exactly the type of equalizing presence that we needed that we haven't had in a while. So a little bit of that switcher, he can keep the team relaxed, but focus at the same time. And he's that guy that's really helping him do that. I think Judge needed a partner in crime offensively to really, really form a potent one-two combos. And this guy's, I can't think of a better one than Juan Soto. There's not a person in baseball I would trade Juan Soto for now.
Yeah. No, I get it. And I think all of us Yankee fans, we feel the same way when it comes to Juan Soto. And at the end of the season, this front office is going to have to do everything they need in order to resign and make sure this man finishes his career with the New York Yankees. I just want to put this in the chat right now. If you guys can, go to buy us a coffee right now. Support your content creators. Support the flower fund as well. I need to get me some flour too for today's game. So if you guys can, buy us a coffee over there at buymeacoffee.com. TC, NFE, Jason, Damian, just hold on 1 second. I'm going to bring up the guys from the open panel one at a time. I'm going to bring them up just to give us their take when it comes to opening day, and I'm going to bring them back down, right? And we're going to keep this going until everybody is done back there, and we'll continue the conversation with the of us. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
We good?
Absolutely.
Let's do this right now. I'm going to bring up my guy, Donnie Clark first. Donnie, let me get a thumbs up. My guy, Donnie, A1 since day one. Donnie, let us know how you feeling, baby.
A1 since day one, Hector. What's up, guys? What's up, TC?
I'm
What's
good,
up,
brother. I'm good, bro.
500. What's up, Jason?
What's up, Donnie?
Hi, guys.
Damn, Donnie, what's going on, brother?
Good
Donnie,
feeling.
let us know how you feel, bro. Opening day, Yankees versus Astros. Get it off your chest.
Very hyped, Hector. Let's go, Yanks, man. I've been waiting for this since the last pitch of the World Series. And now Soto, it's like Christmas right now, and you know what I mean? So open that big present up Christmas Day. You see Soto in that package. I mean, we got some coal in our sockets with Cole being injured, but I mean, it's still going to be good.
Yeah, no, Donnie, listen, super excited about this season. Can you give us a prediction when it comes to today's game? What is the score going to be? And I think the Yankees put the lineup out there. I'm gonna pull it up right now on Twitter. But go ahead, Donnie. Give us your take when it comes to what's your score?
6-5 Yankees.
Right, 6-5 Yankees. Okay, respect that. Donnie, appreciate you, my guy. Looking forward to hearing you all season, brother. Make sure you tap into the open panel anytime you're free, bro.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, gentlemen.
That's my guy,
Donnie.
Donnie Clark.
Donnie.
Sunil. Let me get a thumbs up, Sunil. Hey, my guy Sunil. Normally, Sunil gives me a tour of his house. He shows me he's eating a banana and an orange when he's backstage. I'm disappointed because I ain't seen none of that shit, Sunil. Go ahead.
There we go.
Hey, there you
Okay,
go.
Sunil.
There you go. Sunil's giving us a show. He's giving us
That's
a
what I
good
got.
show. Get your dollar ready because Sunil's about to show us a show on stream. But Sunil, give us your take. Give us your take when it comes to this team. How excited you are. We are finally here, and give us your predictions when it comes to the score.
Well, on NFE's stream a little while ago, we were talking about how the Astros had pitching problems. We thought it was going to be 3. It turns out to be they've got 4 starters. Mr. Kate Upton, Jose Urquidy, Lance McCullers Jr., and the 4th guy, saved the best for last, Luis Garcia. He's down to Tommy John surgery since last year. He's going to miss the majority of this year. So they've got not 1, 2, 3, but 4 pitchers down. If you want to talk about the Yankees having pitching problems, stop. Keep it right there. Stop. We only have Cole. We only have Cole down. They've got 4 horsemen down. 4. That's pretty steep.
Okay. Well, I got the lineup right now. I'm gonna just bring it up on the screen. That way we can all react to it at the same time. And I'm surprised. This is the lineup that they're throwing out there. Gleyber Torres is leading it off. Juan Soto is the number 2 hitter in right field. Aaron Judge in center field is your 3-hole hitter. Giancarlo Stanton, the DH, he's cleaning up for the Yankees. Anthony Rizzo, the first baseman, is in the 5-hole. Volpe, the shortstop, is behind Anthony Rizzo for protection. And then you got Verdugo, Trevino, and then you got Cabrera at third base. So 2 takeaways, no Austin Wells and no Jon Berti against the lefty today, probably because Jon Berti still has to go through the physicals that have to get approved. But no Austin Wells. Torres is leading it off. And Anthony Volpe is in the 6-hole. How do you guys feel about this lineup from the New York Yankees? I'll throw it over to you, Sunil, first to get your reaction. Then I'll bring you down, and then I'll go around, ask the fellas before I bring up the next person. Go ahead, Sunil. Give us your take.
You're not going to get a hotter take than what I'm about to give you.
Uh-oh.
The game's over 4 batters into the first inning. You're going to see a mass exodus of Astros fans.
My guy, Sunil. Listen, and you down there, too. Make sure you get all those Astro tiers, bottle them shits up, and sell them on eBay, bro. You can make a lot of money this season, all right, Sunil?
I'm pretty sure the Amodia Mady will be out of stock in Houston 4 batters in.
Sunil, my brother, appreciate you. Looking forward to this entire season and looking forward to you, brother.
Yep, exactly.
Later, my guy. So, with the lineup coming out, I'm going to throw it over to you, Damien, throw it over to you, then Jason, NFE, and then TC. Get your reaction when it comes to that lineup and takeaways. Go ahead.
I'm a little surprised with Volpe being at 6. Yeah, I'm kind of.
You cut out.
You're muted. You're muted, Damien. You may have to re-enter, refresh your feed, and come back. Yeah, refresh your feed and come back. The audio is messed up. Yeah. Go ahead, Jason. I'll throw it over to you to get your take while Damien fixes his audio. Go ahead, bro.
Looks like they're probably loading up on power first half in the lineup, and then they want somebody like Volpe who can kind of reignite what might not happen in the first half of the lineup. So I'm not surprised that Berti's not in there. He still has to get made official and a lot of stuff here too. But I did hear there could be some flight things. He might be able to make it for the second half of the game, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm not surprised that I think they're going to try to jump on the pitchers early with that lineup with at least 1 through 5. I have a feeling they're going to try to do that with this group. And again, they're well positioned to do it. With Torres and Soto and Judge, and that's a pretty formidable 1 through 4, 1 through 5. So I don't know if that'll be the everyday, but I could see the logic here. They're going to try to capitalize on Framber Valdez.
Yeah.
If you can get to him, you want to try to get a quick 1-0 lead in the series. I think this is probably the way to do it with DJ not here, with Berti not here. So, I would have personally probably had Volpe lead off and Torres probably 5th or 6th, but I can see the logic as to why they're doing it too. So.
Okay, so you do you mind Volpe being in the 6th spot in the hole? You think that's a little bit too much pressure on the young kid?
No, I don't think it's too much pressure. I think he's grown. Okay. I think he'll be fine batting 6th. I think there was too much pressure last year. I think trying to get him to lead off, and I think they were trying to get him to wear so many hats last year when he wasn't ready to wear these hats. Yeah. So especially with Judge down and Stanton down and all this type of stuff, and he was trying to do it way too much. He's in a better position now. He's got a hell of a lot more protection around him, so he doesn't have to put that pressure on himself. So I think he's fine no matter where he bats.
Same. I feel the same way. NFE, what's your thoughts real quick when it comes to the lineup? Give us your instant reaction.
I like the lineup. I mean, that's a fire lineup. I'll be honest, I was expecting Rizzo to be in the cleanup spot.
Same.
Over Stanton. I'm not, I don't know if I agree with it, but I'm not complaining about it at the same time. So because I wanted to see Rizzo at 4, Stanton at 5. Volpe at 6, I'm a little surprised about that too. I thought he would have been in like the 7th or 8th spot. And the only other move that I'm surprised by was, I thought Trevino would have hit last.
Yeah.
that's about it, though. I mean, I have no complaints about the lineup, but I just feel like there should have been a few switches there. But
question, because I just looked it up right now. I was like, there has to be a reason why they have Giancarlo Stanton in the cleanup spot against Framber Valdez. Anybody knows Giancarlo Stanton's numbers against Framber Valdez? And eight at bats.
He crushes them. He crushes Framber.
Okay.
He owns Framber.
He is 4 for 8 with a home run and 3 RBIs and 8 plate appearances against Framber Valdez. One of those hits being a double, one of those hits being a home run as well. So he's a 5, even though it's just 8 at bats, he is a 500 hitter against Framber Valdez. So I can see why the numbers warrants him being in the cleanup spot. TC, I'll throw it over to you to get your instant reaction, and then I'm gonna bring up Jonathan, Caputo, and then Bobby to give us their take when it comes to opening day, and then we're going to get ready to wrap things up. Go ahead, TC.
Yeah, not many surprises. We all figured, Cabrera would start because Berti wasn't ready to go. I would have liked to see, Berti in there and batting leadoff. And then again, what NFE brings up about Stanton in the 4th hole, I would have liked lefty, righty. So I would have, liked the Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, then Verdugo, then Volpe 7th. Then Trevino, Cabrera, but the lineup's going to be tough. We'll see some different guys in and out. I mean, Framber's not going to last the whole game, so we'll see some different guys coming in and out. But no surprises here. I mean, Torres is led off before, so I'm not worried about that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's solid. So even the bottom of the lineup. Cabrera, he's slow starter, but and then I'm also looking for Trevino. Trevino's going to have a good game. I think that's batting down in the 8th spot. He's a walk-off guy. So there's a walk-off fit. Well, it won't be a walk-off, but he's a clutch hitter.
I know
so,
what you
mean. Don't he's no slouch. So watch out. So. I'm excited.
And it's a healthy Jose Trevino with no wrist issues or anything like that. We saw what happened when Jose Trevino, when he was an all-star, he was one of the most important bats in our lineup. Last year, he came into the season with that messed up wrist. They had to get wrist surgery. So we got a healthy Jose Trevino. I'm not expecting Jose Trevino to hit 280, 270. That's unrealistic. But as long as Jose Trevino can control that pitching staff, play phenomenal defense, gold glove platinum defense like we know he could, be the phenomenal framer that he is, I think we can have a good season out of both our catchers, Trevino and Austin Wells. I'm going to bring up Caputi real quick. At any time, if any of you guys got to dip out, just let me know. I definitely understand and respect it. But I'm going to bring up my guy, Michael Caputo, who honestly, I've been saying it on different shows. I said it on NFE show this morning. I called my guy Caputo, but I'm telling you guys right now, on Twitter Spaces, you get a different version of Michael Caputo. And I'm so happy the growth seeing from my guy Caputo when it comes to talking about the Yankees. So I'm going to bring up my guy Caputi. Caputi, how are you feeling this morning, you handsome devil, you?
Caputo.
Let us know how you feel, Caputo. Let us know how you feel. Opening day is here, cabron.
Yeah, where's the hat? Where's the hat? Come on.
I'm not wearing the hat yet, but I'll probably wear it later. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. It should be interesting. This game is going to be a fun one. I think Soto is going to definitely have a big game. I think Judge. It could be a home run derby game. I think the Yankees are definitely going to take this game 6-3.
Caputo, I gotta ask you, Caputo. Give us 6-3 is the score. How many innings is Nestor Cortez gonna go, bro?
I think he's going to go 4 innings.
No. You seen the lineup? It just came out. You was backstage. Give us your instant reaction when it comes to the lineup. Anything that stands out specifically to you?
Juan Soto.
Okay.
Obviously,
nice.
He's the highlight. He's going to be the highlight of the game. I think all eyes are on Juan Soto. I know everybody's saying Ohtani, but I'm sorry. I think it's Juan Soto now.
My guy, old Sarge is in the building. Sarge, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. I hope all is well. I hope the family is doing well. Shout out to you. Always appreciate you for showing up. Give us your stat line when it comes to Juan Soto. What do you think he's going to do today from the dish? Before I let you go, and I got to bring up Jonathan and Bobby to get ready to close things out. Go ahead, Capoots.
Okay, I think he's going to hit a home run. I think he's going to hit a double. I think he's going to have 3 big hits.
Okay. Jason, I know you got to dip out. Daddy duties. I appreciate you, Jason, like always. Thank you for always popping it up. And I very look forward to doing amazing content with you this season. Make sure you guys are going to support my guy, Mr. 161, Jason.
Peace and love, guys. Peace and love to you guys. Go Yankees,
Jason.
Yeah,
enjoy the game.
That's right. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
One thing I think we gotta realize as well, and we're not really talking too much about it, is there's a big factor on the Houston side when it comes to Martin Maldonado no longer being that catcher. He was a huge part of that team, and very underrated for that pitching staff. So I'm really anxious to see how the new kid handles that staff. You know, I mean, we know he's known for the bat, but he's really not known as a great game caller as well as a defense either. So Houston has some issues today, and I'm really anxious because when Framber used to get rocked, Martin used to settle him down really well, and he called an amazing game for that staff. So I'm really interested in seeing what that plays out for the Astros in the series. Period.
Well, when you look at it, when Martin Maldonado, when he was a starting catcher for the Houston Astros, he had the best frame rate, or one of the best frame rates in all of Major League Baseball. So you can have a one thing that goes hand in hand with a phenomenal pitching staff is having a catcher who can control that pitching staff. So Damian does bring up a valid point. Now they got that young kid who's a phenomenal hitter. He's a phenomenal hitter. There was DHing him last year. He's taking control of that job right now. Let's see if Maldonado gave him any lessons and see how he's going to respond in his first season as a big league catcher. So that's a great point right there. Caputo, my guy, I'm going to let you go because I got two more guys that I got to bring up. Give us your hot take for the season. Yankees hot take from Michael Caputo. What's your thoughts? Give us the hot take.
I think they're going to win 90, 92 wins.
All right.
Talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Caputo. Caputo's coming around the sun, my guy Caputo. I love you, Caputis. Can't wait to be at the stadium with you, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, I'll catch you.
All right, later. That's my guy Caputis. Listen, I love Caputo.
Who doesn't love Caputo?
I don't care what anybody says. That's my guy Caputo. I will beat the shit out of anyone for Caputo. So I got Jonathan and Bobby backstage. I'm gonna bring up Jonathan right now. Jonathan, let me get a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready to go. All right, my guy Jonathan. Jonathan is in the building. Jonathan.
I've been ready.
Yes, Jonathan.
Well, let us on every show, Jonathan.
I like the lineup. I'm looking at it right now. The only thing I may have done differently is I may have switched Rizzo and Stanton in the lineup just to give a lefty in back of Judge. But
lefty righty.
Other than that, I like the lineup.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, and it sets up a perfect late game situation. If the Yankees do have to pinch hit for Giancarlo Stanton, you're able to bring up Trent Grisham off the bench, who mashes right-handed hitting. He may not be an all-star or at the same level of an MVP like Giancarlo Stanton was once in his career, but when you look at the numbers, lefties versus righties, he is a 250 hitter last year against right-handed pitching.
But there is one thing I am looking specifically for in this lineup is a lot more patience and a lot less swing and misses this year compared to last year. Because last year they were always, do you remember how many innings there were? 10, 12 pitches and they're gone. They didn't make the pitcher work. I'm hoping this lineup makes the pitcher work, gets the bullpen up in the fourth inning, get the starter out before the fifth inning. You know, they need to make the pitcher uncomfortable and make him make mistakes so they have an easier time to win.
Jonathan, what's your stat line today for Nestor Cortez? How many innings are we getting out of Nasty Nestor?
Nestor? Probably because is he coming off of injury?
He's coming from last year. Yeah.
Because he's coming off of injury, I would give him 5 2/3, 2 runs, and maybe 6 strikeouts.
All right. Okay. Jonathan, my brother, appreciate you like always. Give us your Yankee hot take before I let you go, bro. What's your hot take for the season?
Hot take? And this is assuming Cole comes back fully healthy. I'm guessing 98 wins.
That's my guy, Jonathan. Appreciate you, Jonathan, like always. Can't wait to be in the stadium with you.
That's based on Cole.
Can't wait to be at the stadium with you, catching some games, Jonathan, this
August
season.
20th.
I'll be there. All right, Jonathan. I appreciate you, brother. See you around. And I got one more person to bring up to the open panel before me, Damian, NFE, and TC closes it down. And again, appreciate you fellas joining me on opening day, Yanks Morning Brew on the pregame report. I got my guy Bobby backstage. Bobby, my friend, let me get a thumbs up. My guy Bobby, how are you doing?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Handsome bastard.
Yankees are gonna win today.
Yes, sir. Bobby, how you feeling? Let's go Yankees.
They're gonna win 8-2 today.
Ooh, okay.
What's your stat line
for Hector? What's his name?
Nestor Cortez.
Yeah, he's gonna pitch 7 innings.
Okay, Bobby, with the hot take. All right, Bobby.
7 innings.
Strikeouts.
Okay, Bobby said get your FanDuel out and get your DraftKings and put that bet on the bet line.
Soto's gonna hit a home run. Judge is gonna hit a home run. I don't know about Stanton. I don't know. he always gets hurt. I don't even know why we still have the guy in our lineup. He always gets hurt.
Hey, he's got a new body now. He's ready.
Says, Hector, what's the criteria? Hold on 1 second. He said, what's the criteria for getting on the open panel? Sarge, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat right now. If you want to jump up for the open panel, Sarge, you could definitely can. And Bobby, you breaking his heart. You're breaking his heart.
That's your guy. That's Jigga's guy. You can't be messing around.
Well, I'm sorry, Jigga. Can't like everybody.
Sarge,
and then the Yankees
open
are gonna
panels in the chat.
Win 102 games this year.
Wow, 102.
Okay.
Wow.
Bobby, appreciate you always supporting.
Hot take.
Appreciate you always being up here. Bobby, my friend, I love you. I can't wait. Hopefully we can catch a game together.
Today.
Let's go. Bobby, I love you, my guy. Appreciate you. That's my guy, Bobby. Bobby with the hot takes. Like Jonathan says, we are sitting on 69 likes. Smack the like button. Let's try to get to 100. Damian, let's go around. Myself, you, NFE, TC. Hot take for the Yankees. Wins or losses. What's your thoughts? I'll throw it over to you, then throw it over to NFE, and then TC, and we get ready to wrap things up. Unless old Sarge wants to join us. Go ahead, Dame.
Absolutely, man. I got Nestor today. You know, Boone. First couple starts for these guys, they never let them go any further than 5-6 innings, and probably going to be on a pitch count. I see maybe 90 pitches. He's only going to be allowed to throw. So maybe 5 2/3 at the most. At least get us into the 6th inning at the very least. Last time we saw Nestor, as we all remember, he went 4 innings, 8 strikeouts against those same Houston Astros. Gave up 1 or 2 runs that game before he had to come out and get hurt. So, you know, I've been a big guy on Nestor. I've been defending the guy, so I hope you know, he does me proud today. But Yankees 98 wins. I said it last time. I'm gonna ride with it. 98 wins for the season, with or without Cole. You know, this team has been built correctly when it comes to the pitching staff. We have depth, and you know, we seen it last year with the Rangers. They lost so many different guys when it comes to that pitching staff, and what got them through was that depth. And you know, not that I'm a big Cashman guy, but he did his thing this past offseason by providing depth for this team. So this team is capable and ready. Offensively, that's going to carry the pitching staff. So, you know, it's not like last year, 2 runs down, game was over. This year, this team is going to put up 5-6 runs a game, hands down, bar none. And if 1 through 9, it's deep. So, and everybody, as long as everybody stays healthy, we'll get 98 with or without Cole.
Copy. We got a first timer backstage. I got my guy Old Sarge who was back there. Sarge, let me get a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready to rock. This is his first time on the open panel. My guy Old Sarge, how you feeling, Sarge?
Hello,
gentlemen. Good to see you.
Sarge, how are you?
First of
all,
all,
we're hanging in there. So
I hope you're doing well. I hope the family's doing well, Sarge. Haven't seen you in the chat. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining us on the open panel, brother.
Hey, no, I'm glad to be here. So, hey, opening day, and I'm looking at all you guys and all your Yankee gear. Of course, I got to establish my airborne bona fides as old
all
Sarge.
Good. Appreciate you. Thank you for your service, Sarge.
Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You guys ever seen the movie PCU?
Yes.
Where
one of my favorites.
Where the guy gets on gutter for wearing the T-shirt of the band that he's going to see.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking with all you guys in your Yankees gear. You guys are wearing the gear of the band you're going to see. Don't be that guy. Yeah. No, I mean, it's just the last couple of seasons just been an absolute fucking disaster. And actually, it was kind of fun watching them go down last year to watch, Cashman, just burn in like a meteor. But I think we got the changes that were needed to be made to some extent. And so just for a bold hot take, because I know you guys got to get going here fairly soon.
Good.
In the interim, with Cole being out, only one of those guys needs to be great. Everybody else just needs to be good.
Facts.
So if they hang in there and they do that, that should be it. Offense is going to carry them a lot farther than they carried them last year. So yeah, I'm going to kind of go at this. I'm going to go at this with a bit of optimism. So that I'm a spoiled fan. I've seen them win 7 World Series.
Yeah.
So.
Sarge, want to ask you 1 second real quick before I let you go. NFE, I know you got to dip out, bro. So if you want to leave right now, you're more than welcome to dip out. Or if you want to rock out for a few more minutes, you're more than welcome to rock out.
Oh, I got like literally a few more minutes, so we're
all good. All good. Sarge, let's get your hot take when it comes to wins or losses. What do you think this team is going to be at the end of the season, my brother?
94.
94.
You could work with some plus minuses. So, like, one of the things that should really happen here, and I think might bump it up, is Heel shouldn't give a rat's ass for innings limits or this or that or whatever else. He should come out and pitch like he's not pitching tomorrow. And if he does that, he's gonna light it up, and that'll carry them hopefully to another couple wins. And all this bullshit about Baltimore, give me a fucking break.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's
my guy,
I don't hear anything. It's a lot of
this,
this, I don't hear shit.
Yeah.
So there are wins there that they lost to teams last year that they're not going to lose this year.
Yeah, nobody's going to be sleeping on the Baltimore Orioles. They're going to be expecting them at the gate. No one's going to be sleeping on Baltimore. Sarge, appreciate you joining us on the open panel. Just know this, you got an open door policy. Anytime you want to jump up, Sarge, you're more than welcome to. We got Medina shouting you out. Truth always shouting you out. Everybody's shouting out the old Sarge in the building. Appreciate you.
All right, Jen. Thanks for having me in. And hey, we'll do this again.
Love the energy.
Appreciate it.
Definitely, Sarge. Definitely. We'll see you again next week. That's our guy, Old Sarge. It's great to see first timers on the open panel like Old Sarge. NFE, want to throw it over to you because you're going to be doing a lot of great Yankee content this year. Let the people in the chat know where they can find you, where they can follow you, and as well, if you're on different social media platforms, give them everything.
Yeah, guys, you could find me on YouTube. I'll post the link. All right, it's youtube.com/strikezone and the number 1. And then you could find me on X, which is Strike Zone 4. So I'll post the link for both of those, and you guys can follow me, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did.
Let them know about the fundraiser you guys are going to be doing, because that's going to be coming up soon. Let them know about the fundraiser you guys are doing with Uncle Tats.
Oh, right. Yeah. So Uncle Tats is running a show on April 6th. I'll be joining him early that day. He's doing April 6th. So it'll be basically a 30-minute time slot. So he's doing this thing with Parkinson's disease. So it's for a good cause. And for anybody who can join us, that would be awesome, because cancer or any disease, it all sucks. It all sucks. I don't. I never wish that for anybody, not even on my worst enemy. I would never wish that. It's just not something that I wish on anyone. I don't want anybody to go through that. And for those that do, my heart goes out to them, and I always hope and pray that they heal up. And beat cancer up. You know what I mean?
And like NFP said, if you got a few dollars to spare, it goes a long way, right? You know, I know a lot of us, we spend a lot of money on bullshit stuff out there, extra coffees here or there at the bar. If you have a day, if you have $5 or $10 to just donate, because that $10 could go a long way when it comes to the research and development of new medicine that can help people that are dealing with these things still today in 2024. It's 2024 and Parkinson's disease is still a thing that's out there. So $10 definitely goes a long way. NFE, I appreciate you, my brother. Definitely looking forward to more Yankee content with you this season, my guy.
Absolutely. And my hot take, 95 wins for the Yankees.
There you go. You go. As he leaves, my guy NFE, appreciate you. I'm gonna just switch things up, and we got to rock out with myself, Damien, and TC Stills. And I set this up perfectly for folks in the chat, just so you know. Damien will be joining me. Oh, we got somebody else backstage that's want to join up here, so we got to bring him up there. Yeah. We got Uncle Grandpa Tats in the building. Uncle Grandpa
Tats,
how you doing?
Tats.
Happy opening day. Look, I heard that you were asking, you had NFE shouting out the fundraiser.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to come up on the show, and I put it in our group chat. I was waiting for you to come up. I didn't see you, so I had NFE. But now that you're here, let them know. Go ahead, Uncle.
So, just so everybody knows, April 6th, because April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. So, what we decided to do, our co-host on the women's show on Sunday had to exit as a co-host to tend to her husband that is battling Parkinson's. Mm. So we wanted to give back as a community and we're going to be doing a 12-hour fundraiser. It's all live stream. 100% of every dollar that we get will be going to the World Parkinson's Organization. Mm-hmm. So we will be having a variety of guests coming on to talk Yankees baseball, but also to get the community together to raise money for a very good cause. So on Saturday, April 6th, it will be from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Will be the live stream on the Pinstripe Chronicles channel.
That's amazing, man.
Uncle Tats, do you guys have like a GoFundMe that's set up, or you guys going to do it through YouTube? How are you guys going to do it?
YouTube.
Okay, so this is a word of advice, right? Go to buymeacoffee.com and set you guys self an account on Buy Me a Coffee. YouTube takes 30% of whatever super chats you get.
No, I did my research on this. Plus, when it comes to the fundraisers on YouTube takes $0 on a fundraiser.
Okay. Oh. If you already got that covered, fine. If you looked into it, it's a great cause. Make sure I already said that I'll give you 30 minutes of my time that day, but make sure going forward, every episode I will be plugging that for you, Uncle Tats. So if you have links, if you have anything, send it to me. I'll put it in the description of my video. Every episode going forward until then, and for the entire month of April, I'll be redirecting our viewers over there to you guys.
Yeah, so we'll be setting up the links on the channel over this weekend as we continue to coordinate. But the Yankees Morning Brew,
great cause.
Participating, the Strike Zone, and some others that we.
Celso said he'll be there. Jigga's gonna be there.
I'll be there.
Jigga won't let me down.
I will try to make it as well.
Yeah, lock me in on the slot. I'll be there too. Absolutely.
Uncle Tats, let us get your hot take for this season when it comes to the Yankees. What do you think the Yankees going to sit, wins or losses, brother?
Ooh, I think that the loss of Cole is going to prevent us from getting to triple digits. But I think this could be a 95-win team.
Yeah. Copy. Tats, I look forward to going to the stadium with you multiple times this season. Let me know when you're going to be there, and I'm going to be there with my Uncle Grandpa Tats.
That's it. You'll see the proof. April 20th. At my underground event.
I'm bummed I'm going to miss you guys.
Tats, I love you, Unc. I'll see you there, all right?
All right. Peace out.
Later, guys. Later. Again, shout out to Uncle Grandpa Tats. Shout out to all the different Yankee creators in the space that we got. And now I set it up perfectly. Like I was saying before Tats came, the three of us right here, my guy Damian Serrano, he's going to be helping me out Monday through Thursdays for the Yankees pregame report. Me and TC are going to be rocking out every Tuesdays and Thursday mornings for the Yankees Morning Brew. The Yankees Morning Brew Tuesday mornings are going to be coming back now that the season is in full effect. And I got my main guy, my best friend, Pots and Pans backstage, Celso Porto, to come up and to just speak to the people real quick. Celso, yes, you are. You're coming up.
Where
you
you
just
at?
said no. He said no with the wavy of the finger. I need so he just turned his camera off. Well, guess what? I'm switching things up. I want Celso up here.
Get him on there.
Celso, don't hide. Where are you? He's backstage. He's upset at me. He just texted me, cursing me out. So I'm gonna just stay right here until Celso comes on the camera. It's gonna be very awkward. It's gonna be very, very awkward.
He's got to get his flowers. He's a hard worker. He's a
hard
hard-working man.
There you go. It's not awkward anymore. There you go.
Yeah, I don't have the right microphone in. I don't have anything. Yo, and then Fridays, I'm doing show with you. I'm doing the pregame
That's
report.
why I need you here with me to tell the people. That's why I brought you. And also, Celso,
You
let them know about.
You need a hat like this, Jago. You gotta
Let
get a
them
hat
know
like this.
about the new show that we got coming with you in the morning. Let them know.
You know what the funniest part about all this right now is
We never planned. We ain't talk about this.
Yeah, I can't find the screen where you guys are, so that's why I'm looking around everywhere. I know you guys are here somewhere, but I'll just talk. So you said talk about the morning show.
Yes.
Yeah, I got bored, guys. So I apologize to
definitely did.
everybody. And I decided that the world needs 30 minutes in the morning making coffee with me. And dad jokes, positivity calendar of the day. Let's start the morning off right with stupidity.
That's what I'm talking about. Celso, my brother,
And,
I love you.
Hector, can I say one more thing before we go?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. But Bobby, you broke my heart today, bro. How could you disrespect Stanton like that? Today, Stanton will hit a home run. Book it.
Facts.
Book it. It's happening.
There you
Facts.
go. There you go. Again, look forward. Damien, I'm gonna just throw it over to you real quick just to let the people know how you're gonna be helping us out this season. Go ahead, bro.
Man, let's go, man. We got the pregame show. So looking forward. I'm glad to be on the team, obviously, with Hector, TC, Jigga. I mean, the whole fam, man. Eddie, all you crazy bastards. You know, I love you guys. A great opportunity for myself, a great opportunity for the to chat, to get to know who I am. And just looking forward to it. You know, my daughter, shout out to her. She loves you guys. Loves
she's
Hector.
amazing.
Loves Jigga. You know, she thinks the world of you guys. And listen, man, like I said, I greatly appreciate it, and I couldn't have rocked out with a better team, man. Honestly.
I appreciate you, Damon. Shout out to my guy Rod Thompson that is in the chat. TC, I'm gonna throw it over to you, my brother. Talk to the peoples before we get out of here.
Yeah, shout out to Damien. Great, filling in and enjoying the show. We love you. We appreciate all your takes and your stylish gear, your chains, and just need to get you to get your hat. Get your hat. There you go. You got one show. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna rock out like that. But
yes, sir.
Yeah. So so for the Yankees, yeah, I'm with everybody on the 95 wins, 95 and 67. Soto's going to make a huge difference. The loss of Cole, like Tats brought up, it's going to hurt in the first half of the season, but I think we still the other guys step up, and I just want to see some more run production. I want to see some non-home run runs. That's what I need to see this year. That's a big key. Runners in scoring position, and running from first to third, scoring on a single from second. I got to see more of that. It can't be station to station like we were last year. We got to put up runs. And if we do that, hey, we'll take the division. Like Sarge said, Baltimore, all talk.
Absolutely.
Flash in the pan, they're gone.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we got this
your
division,
point.
and I think we'll. I like our chances. I do like our chances this year, and let's go Yankees.
Yeah, listen, I'm right there with everybody when it comes to the 95 wins. I'm going to be at as many Yankee games as possible this season when it comes to the content, doing stuff outside of Yankee Stadium, the Yankees pregame report. You guys, make sure you guys catch us later on tonight from 8 o'clock at night to 9 p.m. We're going to have our first Yankees post-game space on Twitter. So if you're on X, if you're not on X, go make yourself a Twitter account. Go follow the Morning Brew Sports Network, Yanks Brew, over there on Twitter, because we're going to have an amazing space tonight. I can't wait for it. Make sure you guys join us. And I tell you, when I'm not lying to you when it comes to Michael Caputo on Spaces. It's a different version of that man. I kid you not. But appreciate everybody that's in the building. Appreciate my co-host, Mr. TC Stills. Appreciate my guy, Damian Serrano. Damian, thank you so much for believing in us lunatics and trusting us enough to jump up with you.
Thank you for believing in me, man. Thank you for believing in me.
It's been family since day one, bro. And I just want to say
Absolutely.
thank you for believing in us. You have an amazing family. Your daughter's amazing. I had a great time down there in Florida. I'm looking forward to jumping back on the plane, heading back there and catching some games with you down there at the Tampa Bay Rays.
Listen, we be vlogging in the trop, so let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Like always, make sure you guys drink your water, say something nice to yourself in the mirror, and until next time, deuces.